Here's what happened round 3 of the FIM Motocross World Championship, the MXGP of Patagonia, Argentina. MX2 race 1, and despite Jago Geerts looking like he got the foxhole shot, it was Tom Vial who crossed the foxhole shot line first, his third of the season. But alongside him, Jago Geerts and Kai de Wolf. Kai de Wolf was in third, chased by Simon Langenfelder. He then fell, and just ahead of him, out of third, Kai de Wolf also fell. He would not line up for race 2. Behind them, Kevin Horgmo was then on a charge. He made this move into third place when he found his way past Isaac Gifting. And then Guadagnini got himself alongside Conrad Muse to move into 5th place. Further up the track, Guadagnini then nudged his way down the inside of Gifting, with Horup giving chase. Guadagnini would eventually come home in 3rd. Horup eventually carved his way to 4th ahead of Horgmo and Muse, but all eyes were on this battle. The last 2 laps between Jago Geerts and Tom Vial. Vial held a 2.5 second advantage before Jago Geerts found another gear. He made this pass at the top of the hill, still had some work to do, but Geerts went on to win for the 3rd time this year, his 23rd career victory. In race 2 for the MX2 riders, after finishing 2nd to Jago Geerts in race 1, Tom Vial was in no mood for hanging around, nor too was everybody else. But this race was red flagged at the end of the first lap after the rider in 4th place, number 22, Gianluca Facchetti, caught the rear wheel of Jago Geerts. He went down as Tom Vial led. So it was a restart for race 2. When the final moments came for gate drop number 2. Once again, the same riders made it to the first turn, but it was Simon Langenfelder who crossed the foxhole shot line for the 3rd time this year. Behind him, Jago Geerts and Tom Vial. And just behind them, a couple of Kawasaki's in there in the form of Horgmo and Horup as Jago Geerts took over the lead on lap 3. Then Vial moved past Langenfelder to move into 2nd. He then went after Jago Geerts as Horgmo started to make inroads once again, but he would not finish the race after a problem on more than one occasion. But it was looking good for the F&H Kawasaki rider before that though. On lap 5, Vial was the new leader with this pass on Jago Geerts. Then Horgmo fell from 4th place. He eventually picked himself up but would fall again later, a few laps to go. Mikkel Horup on an absolute charge and mission as he carved his way to 3rd. Kevin Horgmo still fighting before he disappeared for the 2nd time, but Tom Vial crossed the line to win race 2, his first race win of the season, 28th career race win for the number 28 ahead of Jago Geerts and Mikkel Horup, and the overall belonged to Vial, his 15th Grand Prix victory. Jago Geerts 2nd overall with a 1st and a 2nd, Horup 3rd with a 4th and a 3rd, and in the championship, Jago Geerts now 26 points of Vial, Langenfelder 3rd, Horup is now up to 4th. But the day belonged to Tom Vial on the Red Bull KTM. But Jago Geerts holds a championship lead going into round 4 in Portugal.
I'm so happy. It was tough, the last few weeks. In Montauban I had a big crash, so it's always a little bit in the brain, and I was ready for it to win the 2nd moto and win the GP here, so I'm so happy. Thanks to the team for the amazing work, and I just can't wait to go to the next race. Thank you.
In MXGP race 1, it was Henry Jacobi from the centre of the box. Had a bit of a wild ride to get there, but he crossed the foxhole shot line ahead of everybody else for the 2nd time this year. But he ran wide on the exit. That allowed Maxime Renault to go through. Ruben Fernandez, Paul Jonas was there in 3rd, but Seaver in 4th. Geiser in 5th. Halfway around the first lap though, side by side with Jonas, Ruben Fernandez took over the lead until this happened 3 corners later. He would eventually finish in 15th. Jonas was then the new leader, but Geiser was on a mission, carved his way into 3rd with that pass on Jeremy Seaver. Then Jonas fell from the lead on lap 12, handing the advantage to Renault. Then there were more problems for Jonas, he would eventually finish in 6th place. But Maxime Renault rounded out the final turn to win his first race in MXGP, his 12th career race win. Geiser was 2nd, Seaver 3rd, Prado and Olsen your top 5. MXGP race 2. This time it was Tim Geiser in a closely fought contest for the Fox Holeshot line, his first since the penultimate Grand Prix, Trentino 2 2020. So his first of the season basically, but he lost out to Jorge Prado briefly before finding the lead back before the end of the lap with that pass on the number 61. He was not feeling his usual self. Jonas also muscled the Spaniard aside to take over second early on, but that was short-lived as he ran slightly wide, allowing Prado to retake that second place. A whole bunch of riders behind Tim Geiser then fighting over that second place. Prado and Jonas, but then Jonas got caught napping here as Renault carved his way through to move into third. Renault then made this pass on Prado to move into second on lap 6. Ruben Fernandez on a charge, unsuspectingly caught, pulls Jonas unawares as he charges way into fourth, and he would also pass Prado for third on the final lap in the final sector. Tim Geiser crossed the line to win for the 70th time in his career ahead of Maxime Renault and Ruben Fernandez, Prado and Jonas, but as you can see, Geiser won the Grand Prix, same points as Renault, Prado third with 2 fourth-place finishes. Geiser now leads the championship by 17 points over Maxime Renault, who moves up to second ahead of Prado. Sewa fourth. Jeremy Van Hoorbeek, who was 8th in the championship, is now up to 5th. But Tim Geiser, his 90th career podium and his 3rd win here in Argentina.
First moto, I was quite happy. Speed was good, just was difficult to pass, and Maxim had a good rhythm. He was riding really good lap times and everything. So we have a nice battle till the end. Finished second, but then second race took a whole shot, and then Prado passed me, and then I passed him back. I make a little gap and control the race. So yeah, super happy.